ready to leave. We were upgraded to the earlier flight so that we make it to Coron just a little bit sooner, a little bit.
Almost there. Almost there. Are we twinning?
I don't know how we got so lucky. First, I bought these tickets in February during a seat sale, not knowing what the weather was going to be like on those dates I booked. Second, during the day of travel, we get upgraded to the earlier flight. Take note that the flight we were supposed to have taken, which was at 1 p.m., got cancelled due to bad weather. But we made it to Coron in literally the nick of time.
Good thing I brought a jacket.
The Funny Lion is a funny name for a resort, but I was really attracted to the view and amenities this resort had to offer. Upon seeing it on IG as recommended by a friend, I immediately fell in love. Although this was not my first time to visit Coron, it was definitely my first time to stay in a luxury resort.
Got the keys to my room. Let me show you. What's inside? First day here at the resort at the Funny Lion. We're grabbing some breakfast so that we can head out to the beach.
While waiting for our boat captain to fix our papers at the port, I see a funny-looking guy exit the water. I quickly realize that this man is actually fishing.
Dito lang yan.
Sarap ba yan, kuya?
He makes his way to the dock, loads his spear gun, and jumps back into the water. It does not take the man long to catch yet another snapper.
Huli! Tatlo na, kuya! Pangbenta ba yan, kuya? O, pangkain. Pang-ulam!
And he was thrilled.
You wanna try that?
The boat ride only took 15 minutes to get to our first snorkeling destination, Siete Pecados, or 7 Sins.
Setting up my underwater case so I can show you what's down there.
Coron is in the province of Palawan, Philippines. It has a population of roughly 52,000 people. It is located in the eastern half of Busuanga and part of the Calamian archipelago. Main industries that sustain the people here are fishing and tourism. Included here is the diving and snorkeling around the islands, and roughly a dozen Japanese warship wrecks that have been here since World War II, when the United States attacked the Imperial Japanese Navy. It was really a sight to see.
Hey guys, I'm in Coron right now. First destination of our tour is here in Siete Pecados. I really wanted to come over here because I know that the snorkeling is good. There's a lot to see underwater, even at really shallow feet. Today we were able to see a baby giant clam, 1 barracuda, and a school of sweet lips. So we're gonna go off to the next location. We are in an exclusive boat tour today with our captain, with Ton, and the other boat guy. You know, if we're lucky enough, we're going to see a lot more things down there. Hopefully a manta, hopefully a pawikan. Let's see.
Our second destination was equally as exciting to reach. We were headed to Skeleton Wreck.
Just got to Skeleton Wreck dive site. Let me show you what's down there. There.
This spot was definitely more touristy. It was obvious because you could see the wreck without having to dive down with tanks. As you can see, the tip of the boat is more visible than the rest of the ship, so I decided to take a closer look. Then we headed off to Coral Garden. The water here is a lot bluer than Skeleton Wreck and definitely less gunky than Siete Pecados. Maybe the depth and the distance away from port makes the water here less oily. Being inside Coral Garden is literally like being inside a saltwater aquarium. Marine life here is unbelievably diverse. And I guess where there are more coral, there's obviously more biodiversity. More marine life can flourish in this environment. Look how nice the colors are down here. Everything was a sight to see, like a photo straight out of Nat Geo. I felt so cool that I could finally capture its beauty with my underwater camera, something I was never able to do before. Ton and I both decide to get a closer look and test out our CSID skills. I'm very comfortable underwater. I've been swimming since I was probably 3 years old. My family and I love to vacation in El Nido, Palawan, which is just south of Coron. This is another reason why being in this part of the Philippines makes me feel so nostalgic. Even if it's my 4th time here in Coron, the magic of being so close to such a wide biodiversity never gets old. Can you believe that only 5% of our oceans have been explored? That's insane! That is why entering the water, especially here in Coron, is like entering a whole different world.
Hey guys, we've reached Twin Lagoon. We are advised to wear a life jacket because we have to swim under like a cave-like structure to reach the actual lagoon. So let's go.
Being a strong swimmer can really help one take full advantage when traveling around the Philippines. In my case, I was turned into a boat by my boyfriend Ton.
Surely, serious.
Despite the trek, I could not really complain with such an amazing view around me. So first to go in was Ton, then me. The murkiness is because salt water becomes partly fresh. Inside the lagoon, I was determined to get on this spiky rock barefooted. With the help of Ton and some flexibility, I managed.
I got you, I'm holding you.
This lagoon was so beautiful, peaceful, private, beautiful, and look how clear the water is. It was time to hit up our next location, Kayangan Lake. If you've ever tried Googling Coron, Philippines, the first photo that will pop out is this, Kayangan Lake. It's the most popular tourist spot in Coron. It is also great for picture taking and swimming.
We're here now at Kayangan Lake. We climbed a bunch of stairs to get here. It's my 4th time here, but it still really takes my breath away. Good to go. That was good. Mostly fresh water. Tomorrow's gonna be another day, so let's see what happens tomorrow at the reefs. Todd and I are going to Bistro Cafe, which is one of my most favorite, if not my most favorite restaurant here in Coron.
My mom introduced me to Bistro Cafe many years ago, and it's still my favorite restaurant in Coron today.
Pedro's Gelato. 2 flavors for tonight. You know, the last time I was in Coron, this was not here yet.
Yeah, we're new.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
After dessert, we headed off to a reggae bar. Or was a reggae bar before Ton started rocking out to Aegis. The next morning, my only choices in life were what bikini to wear that day. Amazing, right? Island life problems. As I make my way to our breakfast buffet, I am amping myself up. I always make sure to stuff myself at breakfast just so I don't lose energy within the day.
morning. That is a different one.
Did we get the
Can you get the bigger one? Yeah, we did. Day 2 here in Coron. The weather is a little bit more pleasant in that there are more clouds. We're going to visit more of the beaches today. I think we were all snorkeled out from yesterday, but I can't wait to get there. It's about 2 hours by boat, and let's see what happens.
The journey was a lot more pleasant on the second day. Ton and I were more relaxed and just very excited to see the other islands in the archipelago that are known to have very pristine beaches. The heat, though, was super intense.
Hey guys, we are in Malcapuya Island. It seems to be one of the top destinations here. There's a lot of tourists around the area, a lot of huts as well. I think people have lunch here, they bring food, they cook it, and then just sit down, relax. The beach is gorgeous, gorgeous. White sand, you can just walk around, chill, get a nice tan, or just simply walk around the island. It seems to be a very, very chill beach, and I'm excited to be here. I am so blown away by how gorgeous this beach is. This is not my first time in Coron, but I think it's my first time in this particular island, Malcapuya Island. And it is so beautiful. I can't believe that I'm here. Like, you guys need to come visit this island. It's amazing.
I wanted to make sure that en route to the second island, I prepared myself up a bit more whilst enjoying the view. When we finally arrived in Bulog Dos Island, I had to jump right out of the boat. I mean, who wouldn't be excited to walk and explore a deserted island with a kick-ass sandbar? See, I even found a clam.
No one here.
This place called?
Oh wow! We are at the viewing deck of Bulog Island. So the greatest thing about Bulog Island is that not only are the waters crystal clear, the sands are like pearly white, but you know, literally you can walk from one side of the beach all the way to the other side of the beach. It's amazing! Just got to Waling Waling Beach. It seems like no one is here, so we are alone once again. Unfortunately, the sandbar is underwater. I think it's high tide, but a little bit of it is peeking out. So let me show you what it looks like. Sandbar. This is great. Relaxing here in the hut before we hit the beach.
Waling Waling Island was so damn beautiful. It was so peaceful that we fell asleep. My life in Manila is so action-packed and perpetually busy that I never get the chance to just stare at beautiful sights for prolonged periods of time and enjoy being engulfed by nature. This was the perfect place for alone time.
The weather is great.
And to be romantic with your loved ones.
Pure love.
There was no love. You were passed out. So that about wraps up my trip here to Waling Waling Island. Today was an absolutely gorgeous day. I love every island that we visited. Too bad that we have to leave so soon, but tomorrow I'm going to be visiting the reefs and the wrecks down under. Diving, it's a whole other world down there. And that's done for day 2 here in Mandy Goes to Coron. Off to the next resort. Just got to Suns and Coron Resort.
Ton and I decided to grab a bite in downtown Coron. No matter where Ton and I go here in the Philippines, they can never seem to pinpoint our nationality.
Wala po. Kasi mukha po kasi kayo mga foreigner eh. Foreigner.
Ton and I may look like foreigners, but our hearts and stomachs are obviously 100% Filipino. We ordered lechon kawale, adobong kangkong, and garlic rice.
Right behind me, the king of lizards.
After messing around with land creatures, I was ready to mess around with all the water creatures I could in the next day's dive. I was thrilled to have made it on the boat. That meant I was going to actually dive. After getting briefed and suited up, we finally head down. This is Skeleton Wreck, but this time it's up close and personal. Very personal. I get to experience the whole size of the boat and how big this thing was. The main attraction of diving Skeleton Wreck is that you have the time to appreciate the length of this boat and how long it's been underwater. They say corals grow at a rate of about 3 centimeters per year, and seeing all of these up close can give one a better idea of its age. And I also had enough time to make up stories of how people could have gotten trapped inside. Then the ship attacks me. Just kidding. I hit my head on the side of the boat I was sure I was gonna clear. Nonetheless, I made it inside the wreck. And it was massive! Another massive thing I got to see besides Skeleton Wreck was a massive school of jacks. They looked as big as the ship. Scary! After observing the school of fish, it was time to get out of the wreck and back on the boat. Survived my first dive here at Skeleton Wreck, although I think I have a little bit of a bukol hitting the actual wreck down there, but we're off to Barracuda Lake, so I'll show you guys in a bit. One of the more popular dive sites in Coron is Barracuda Lake. As soon as you get into the water, it's like a scene from Star Wars meets Waterworld. Barracuda Lake is well known for its thermoclines, a layer in the water where high and low temperatures meet, creating a fuzzy, thin layer but distinct. The layer has a mix of fresh water, warm salt water, and between 30 to 38 degree temperature salt water at the deeper end. No matter how many times I dive here, I always seem to find something new. It is really never the same experience. The reason why Coron is so close to my heart is because my mom used to be a scuba instructor here for 5 years. Her love for the water and marine life is absolutely contagious. I used to visit her here as much as my budget could afford, and I'm always happy to come back here. Gosh, it was heaven down there. Have you ever felt the urge to fly? I feel like this is pretty similar to floating on air. Except there are fish. After feeding the fish, I felt like eating some fish. Now it is time for lunch. Kuya, where'd you get this bracelet?
Laguna. Laguna po, ma'am.
Laguna? Oh, wow. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Product of Belgium.
Of who?
Titanium.
Titanium, really? Can I have one?
Only one.
Only one.
Yeah.
Got some coffee here.
Thank you.
French coffee, French press. Just kidding.
No, don't call this French coffee. This is not a coffee.
Works for me. It's just a 3-in-1. Having good company really helps the overall experience. And good ice cream. After a long day of diving, Ton and I celebrated our last night in Coron. The food was great, the company was great, and the beaches were great. I highly recommend Coron if you haven't been, to come visit with family or loved ones. I'm sure you won't regret it. Unfortunately for us, it was time to say goodbye to Coron and head back home. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and comment down below on what you want to see next. Bye for now!